Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on whereabouts in the world you are. I hope you're having a phenomenal day so far. And welcome to today's stream where we're kicking off with Space Marine 2. You missed the trailer. Do it again for the Emperor. Hang on, I can do it one more time for you. I'll tell you in a bit why this is so expensive. One moment. I still want to do a voiceover for that trailer, says Doc. I have to license the music for each use for that trailer. One moment. So, let's begin. Papi El Capitano says, the game's good, but there's only 8 missions. Well, this is literally my first play of it, because after I was going to be away for the launch, and for the first sponsored streams, in Prague, which I thoroughly enjoyed with Plan of Attack, I decided I wasn't going to touch it until I came back to stream. Seems fine. So chat, here's your choice. We're going to play this for a few hours. We've got a Satisfactory server to launch as well today. Our Satisfactory 1.0 server, while the stream was delayed waiting for the render of that trailer. I've done the setup for Satisfactory. I haven't chosen where we're going to be. I've just set the servers up. We've got 2 servers. I'll post all the details in the Discord so we can choose what we're doing with community multiplayer. But it will be entirely up to you what we do on this stream. So we can either play through some of the single player, or we can jump into multiplayer. It's you guys' choice. And I genuinely don't mind either option. So the only things I really care about here, we're going to knock the volume down just a touch on the master volume. The music, as cool as it is, will knock down a further touch. But I've got other ways of increasing and decreasing the overall volume. That out range is large. Push to talk is fine for now. Alright. I don't think I care about any of this. So I just need to do a test. Cool. That works. Dog says normal difficulty, he loves to play co-op, but work. Cody says, no dog, you sound sick. You should go home. It's an age of constant war, a new dark age in which enlightenment is replaced by superstition, rhetoric, and blind prayer. To live in such times is to be amongst untold billions, existing in the cruelest and bloodiest regime imaginable. The most powerful and dreaded of the Imperium's defenders are the Space Marines, bioengineered superhuman warriors. They are humanity's last bastion against the terror. There is no time for peace, no respite. There is only war. Hey, Blue Belt. Lovely to have you here. Oh, look, space marks. If no one eat, why made of food?
Approaching Kadako. Prepare for atmospheric entry. Approaching drop zone.
Team leader to squad. Box check. Repeat. Kill team leader to squad. Confirm Vox contact.
We have crashed. It's from your position.
Do you have the virus bomb? Damn it.
Moving to... Lost contact with brother. Approaching orbital launcher facility. Well secured.
Hellstross, Alpha! I'm moving to the crash site. Do you read?
Any sign of the commander? Negative. No contact since the crash.
I'm here, damn it!
Hellstross, you have command. What are your orders? We proceed as planned. Launch the virus bomb into the stratosphere, detonate it, and watch the Tyranids die. A sight I will greatly enjoy.
Transmitter must be broken. Hooligans. The area will be crawling with them.
Where is that damn virus bomb? I'm up to my elbows in these wretched bombs. Any word from Brother Darius or the commander? Nothing. It is left to us to share the glory now, Kelstras.
Hold on, brothers. Spores!
Shrimpington's just subscribed, looks a little buggy. Imaflanker lol, Imaflanker lol, Imaflanker lol.
Now they send larger meat to stop me.
You must reach that bomb. I will, even if I have to chew my way through.
Darius, brother, I will repay them tenfold. This bolter will roar in your name, Darius. I swear on it. Come, vermin!
I should be picking these rotten seals out of my fangs for weeks. The situation here at the launcher is becoming severe. Have you secured the virus bomb? No. For every gaunt I smash, 10 more come raining down. If we fail to launch that bomb, there will be nothing to stop the Tyranids. I am almost at the crash site. Just make sure the launcher is still standing when I get there. I will hold the line for as long as I can.
Well, NVIDIA Broadcast, as always, doing great.
We are running out of time.
To answer the question about the review, yes, I do need some of the cutscenes for review footage. However, I can always go back and do that again, and I'm not sure it's actually going to be me doing the review.
Hold fire! Baron!
There you go.
Baron, my brother, you have honored the Imperium with your devotion.
Hey, Heliquin. Yep, I just put that into that tiny pouch.
You can hear me. I have the virus virus bomb. Headed to the orbital launcher.
Is that as hard as you bite, Xenos? Come on!
You're back. Well,
Hold fire! No! Your death will not go unpunished.
oh, for some full disclosure as well.
Tyranids have breached the perimeter.
Because I wasn't available to do any of the original coverage on release date, this is actually a copy of Space Marine that I bought with my own pennies. This is not a review copy. So, yes. So, I will say my first impressions, because this is genuinely the first time I've played this, I kind of wish they'd improved the control scheme. Because it's meh. Which, I love the original Space Marine, and it was pretty meh there as well.
Hellstrus, are you with me? I have the bomb!
But it is incredibly pretty. Oh, that's kind of nice. That takes more effort than you would think. Like the debris is actual debris that interacts rather than just being a fixed asset.
You have served your Emperor well, brother. Record log. To any Imperial unit that recovers this log, my kill team crash-landed off course. My brothers are all dead. Slain by Tyranids. I have the virus bomb. Moving to the orbital launcher. We'll fire into stratosphere where it will disperse over Tyranid positions.
You see, it's whatever the Inquisition says it is. And as a kill team, it's not whatever I'm doing. Hey Morphe, how are you?
Continue on. The virus is our one chance to delay the Tyranid invasion. The virus will spread through their forces. They will adapt, but it will slow them down. The virus must be launched into the stratosphere. Nothing else matters.
Oh, no ammo left for the heavy bolter. Like, there's some really cool elements here that are I really love that would, you know, smashing through the sandbags gives them weight and force. I love that a lot of the stuff around the edges is interactable rather than just being fixed assets. Oh, I'm almost certainly dead there. Let's... Yep, that was silly. You're playing some Satisfactory Wait for the car service call when they're done. Nice. Dead, indeed. Oh, that felt rude. I think I'm just going to keep dying here. I might try and change the to the... Oh, gods. See how the controls differ. Red circle means dodge. Thanks, Laz. Ooh, that feels weird. That is actually a better control scheme, though. Maybe not. Laz is helpful. So who's playing this on controller? That is hilarious. This is terrible. Oh. I hate this. I actually hate this. Do you know what the melee controls are on controller? I'm going to let myself die. The melee controls of controller by Xbox are right and left shoulder button. Not trigger, shoulder button. Yep. Not triggers. Triggers are your gun. That's aim. That's your left trigger. Right trigger is fire. They have at least kept X as reload. They didn't innovate that much. But that is attack. That is your left shoulder button on your controller. Oh, sorry, it's your... I think that's meant to be light attack. Or block. And your heavy attack is the right shoulder button. Also, I have no clue what the... because we did the... To be fair, we did the walkthrough bit with... I'm really bored already. We did the walkthrough bit of the controls. No. Vibrations on, that's fine. Controller layouts. That is your controller layout. So yeah, left trigger is parry, block. Y is usability. A is dodge. B is use equipment. Yeah. Devs didn't want to get triggered. Oh, and it is almost impossible to get out of that using these controls. Okay, so same as in Space Marine 1. So I'm messing around a little bit. It's fine. I can't decide which one's worse. I might go back to the keyboard and mouse. Hey Kevin, just found your channel. You bought the game 5 days ago. It's a good game, sure. It's fine. Honestly, I was like, it is an incredibly beautiful game. They have done a very, very good job of the modeling. If you've got the GPU to kind of allow it to do its thing, it is a beautiful looking game. There is no two ways about it. There's lots of really interactive scenes and equipment. I can't believe the scheme they chose for controls though. It's crap. And I might have to sit and rebind the keys, but yeah, I'm actually bored. I'm gonna go. Let's go and have a look at the multiplayer. This was not the reaction I was expecting this morning. So for some context, I played a lot of Space Marine 1, which was a game of its time, and we've given away hundreds of copies of Space Marine 1, so we could play multiplayer as community games. Are we not able to actually just get into the multiplayer from the main menu? Or am I being dim here? Oh, no. Alright. This might be our shortest Space Marine stream ever. Because I don't actually care. To unlock the multiplayer by playing through that scenario. And talking to NPC Captain Arkaran. I might actually have to come back and play this some more later. Like, it's pretty. The default controls are just terrible, because they were terrible in Space Marine 1, but Space Marine 1 came out, like, hang on, I've got the box next to me for the collector's edition of Space Marine 1 that came out in 2000. It's a 30 game, and you went with the same controls. Yeah, I've got the Purity Seal and the Xbox 360 launch of the collector's edition of Space Marine next to me. You're saying controls more customizable though. It should be more customizable, great. It fucking came out. Who in their mind thought that middle mouse button to zoom was still a good control scheme? Or that for your default control scheme for the Xbox controller should be that your melee keys in a horde melee combat sim for the single player game should be your left and right shoulder buttons, not triggers, shoulder buttons. Like, really? That is genuinely the most bored I've got with a game in a while. Hey Sven, I was really hyped to play this and I'm really bored. So does that mean if I want to play co-op, I also have to go through that stupid freaking intro tutorial? Hey Tomat. You didn't play a co-op. Okay. Where? So if I click new game, it's going to take me out. So where? I think the devs got a lucky break me traveling. Because... yes. So I do have to complete this stupid intro mission first. Continue should put you on a barge. Okay. So I do have to finish that tutorial. The really boring, dragging... You can skip the intro mission I did, says Tomat. Okay. The only thing this game has going for it so far... Alright, I'm done. Cool. How do you skip it? Oh, that one there, I'm hoping. I was expecting to love this game. I've come in and it's crap. Like, it's beautiful. If you just wanted a hack and slash, it's fine. If you've got the time to mess around with controls, it's fine. It is not a £55 game. In my humble opinion, for me personally. Some sort of advancement, Sven, from Space Marine 1 in the control scheme. Because Space Marine 1, it was one of the biggest weaknesses, and I'd given out and played hundreds of copies of Space Marine 1. We've run loads of community nights, thousands of hours.
Praise the Emperor. The wound was fatal. You survived only through the Rubicon surgery. We remade you. You are a Primaris now.
Why?
Lord Calgar issued the command himself.
Is he here?
Gone. Summoned by the Primarch.
I must get back to the Watch Fortress.
You have been reassigned.
My place is with the Death Watch.
The Inquisition can find no stain on you, Titus, accused of heresy. You have served penance in the Death Watch for almost a century, and not once have you faltered. But you will never know redemption until you have faced the judgment of your brothers. Prove yourself to us, and know true absolution. What is your life?
My honor is my life.
What is your fate?
My duty is my fate.
What is your fear?
My fear is to fail.
What is your reward?
My salvation is my reward.
What is your craft?
My craft is death.
What is your pledge?
My pledge is eternal service.
Some cutscenes.
The Rubicon surgery has remade you as a Primaris Marine. You are now stronger, faster, and more resilient. You will take your place as an Ultramarine once more. Your brothers will know that you served in the Death Watch, but your dishonorable status as a Black Shield has been redacted from the archives. Should it be discovered, there would be questions. Lord Calgar has offered you a second chance. Do not taint it.
It's the airspeed of unladen swallow, right? Also, I thought it was, and they shall know no fear, for they are fear incarnate.
Brother, Lieutenant.
Hey, Russ. Oh, at least we can report to that and I can skip any more of the stuff we don't want to do. Again, environments are stunning.
My lord. Lieutenant Titus reporting for duty.
Have Sergeant Gadriel report to the bridge. How are your wounds?
Good enough.
I'll be straight with you, Titus. I have my reservations about your reinstatement. There could be questions, suspicions. I cannot afford discord among the men. Not now. You're a lieutenant now. Will that be a problem?
No, Captain.
Very well. We're facing a Tyranid splinter fleet. They engaged us on 2 planets. Avarax, a hive world, and Kadaku, which you already know. We're abandoning the latter. It's mostly Adeptus Mechanicus research facilities. We're evacuating critical assets and personnel. These defense guns are keeping the skies clear for our ships. The Tyranids have taken note. Get down there and protect those guns.
Captain, you wish to see me?
Sergeant, this is Lieutenant Titus. He'll be taking over command of your squad.
Sir,
I expect you on the ground within 30 minutes. Dismissed.
Oh, thank God. I thought it was going to put me straight into the...
I am merely surprised by this development.
As am I.
Sergeant Gadriel, the Absolver is ready to depart.
Brother Chiron, this is Lieutenant Titus. He will be leading our squad.
Is that so? Well, I shall be glad to have a commander of such experience.
Is the rest of the squad ready?
Already assembled on the flight deck.
Good. We'll leave immediately.
Okay, so at least online play is now available. Invite friends to your squad to play together, use the battle map and the stratagem, or the launch bay has changed the current game mode.
Maintain distance from the hive.
Okay.
Do not engage.
Maintaining distance.
Ordnance on standby.
Captain, Joe. Alright, I think I should take a break from playing Space Marine, because I'm so disappointed in the control scheme and nothing else, and I can probably tit around with it later. I think this is a very, very pretty game. They've done an awesome job on the sound scheme and the environments. But I think I'd rather play this as a co-op game, and I don't think I have any interest in playing through the single-player campaign. And I didn't think I would be here, chat. Like, I played Space Marine 1 a lot, but they seem to have taken a 13-year-old game and update the graphics and nothing else.
Colonel Drury, your requests are noted. You must proceed without Astarte support for the time being.
Don't change between campaign to PvP, you lose progression to checkpoints. Sorry, I don't understand what that means, Morph, I'm sorry. And I don't care about campaign progress. Like, not even a little. So, I think what I'm going to do is probably play this some more at some point over the next few days when we have some community members available to play through some shenanigans. And yeah, I'll play through the campaign as co-op, and we'll try some PvP and see how it is. But I don't know why I'm so disappointed. Like, it's a beautiful looking game. It's just the control scheme sucks. Like, on keyboard, they just seem to have chosen random random keys. And on the controller for Xbox, your right and left mouse button in a hack and slash, sorry, your right and left shoulder buttons on a hack and slash being your melee combat keys is crap. And I didn't really overhype myself, Gray. I was offered a yeah. I pay full price for this, for the one with the additional DLC and all that jazz. And I'm sure that we'll find some ways to love it, but I think being so disappointed off the bat with the control scheme is probably going to colour my review if I keep playing this, and I think that's a bad idea. So instead, we're going to do something completely different. We'll launch one of our community servers for another game that has just launched, but it will take me a few minutes to get ourselves up and running, which is Satisfactory 1.0 has just launched. So we're going to be running a community server for that. Everyone's welcome to join the shenanigans. I will definitely play some more. Hey Gloom, lovely to have you here. If you're not already following Gloom, you definitely should do it. twitch.tv/GloomVT. But yeah, like, the default control scheme, in my personal view, for me personally, is crap. And I don't understand why they would do that. Like, I've just played a bit with the controller and played a bit with the keyboard. And like, it's so annoying, because look how pretty this game is. Look at this. Look at the environments. And then they didn't make any changes from the control scheme for a 30-year-old game. And I don't think I can... And Tom says, honestly, default controls weren't great. Took under 5 minutes to correct, but it's so much more fun after a few small tweaks. That's the thing, though, is that... and I'm with you. I think it will be fine. I think we'll figure out a control scheme. We'll get used to it. It'll be fine. But it took me out of it so much. And I don't want to spend 5 minutes fiddling with controls, because I know myself and I will be grumpy about it for the next hour and a half, which is going to colour my entire experience of the game. And honestly, they should have done better. Like, it's not a cheap game, and they seem to have prioritised controls for controller, and then thought that your melee controls, just from ergonomics, you're going to be stretching so much for the right and left buttons versus the triggers. If you feel where it puts tension in your wrist when you use the buttons instead of the shoulder buttons instead of the triggers, that's the reason the triggers are in the position they are, not higher. Tam says, good, your tears invigorate me. Yeah, I might actually go back and play Space Marine 1 and see what the controls were there and see if I'm just being overly harsh. But the default is, like, incredibly stupid. So, yeah. The controller setup's crap. The mouse and keyboard setup is not as crap, but a bit weird. So, yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll switch to our next game. Was this built for consoles that dragged over to PC? I'm not entirely sure. Gloom says that spend literally any time rebinding keys or just not play it. Like with control schemes, there is some... You can tell what the focus is for some games. I dislike it when games just ignore default standards. And I totally get it if you're... a good example would be like the difference between playing COD and Armor. The control schemes are very different for those two. but a lot of the basics are still the same. But there's going to be things that you do that, like lying down in COD, lying down or being crouched, or the myriad ways of looking around corners and things aren't a thing the same way they are in Armor. So it makes total sense that the control schemes would have to be different, and in some ways fairly different. Like, there's some accepted standards, like the kind of Q&E for leaning, which you may use for things like grenades in COD or something else that you want to be close at hand. But yeah, if there's a huge difference in complexity in the game, despite there being guns in Armor and guns in COD, they're not even close to being the same game, or even the same genre of game, really. That other than guns exist. Whereas between shooters or between hack and slashers, the controls, it's in your best interest as a developer to make the controls fairly similar. Yeah. Hey, I didn't lie in the trailer, though. Will you be trying out night fights in Grey Zone at some point? Yes. And yes, Russ, I will come back and play more. My cunning plan is I will play some more in co-op, because, and I'll dick around with control schemes off stream, because I can't be asked at the moment. And I'm so disappointed in the control scheme. Like, the game is beautiful, but the control scheme meant that first walkthrough was terrible. And I'm not going to have it's going to jade my view of the game for hours. Whereas if I come back and play another day, it won't. And I'm meant to write a review of this. And at the moment, it would be very pretty game and used a 13-year-old control scheme badly. So we're going to switch over. To make me even more grumpy, here's the trailer we did for it that took longer than I actually played the game.
Lazor's gifted Mark 3186 a subscription. Lazor's gifted a tier 1 sub to Mark 3186. They have given 19 gift subs in the channel.
That'll be a great time for RTX broadcast to crash again. Well, enjoy your sub, Mark 3186, says Jam. Indeed. Right. Once I join you, I've got Scoobies going on, or most likely make things worse. I mean, that seems reasonable, Laz. I'll jump into stream voice in a wee second. So Satisfactory's server looks like it's ready to rock and roll. I'll stick the stuff in the community servers. There has been a reset of all of our servers. We had a transition between providers for some of them. So I will be deleting some server information. That doesn't mean that we will not be running those servers. I just need to make some amendments. I thought I'd have plenty of time to do this because I thought I'd be playing Space Marine all day. We need server details once you have them. I know, Morph. I'm literally sitting. I'm well aware of service work. We've been running them since day one. I don't think you need an IP. For the avoidance of doubt, I'm sitting here filling in the server information on the community servers. And yes, I have checked the armor server today. I wasn't expecting you to magically turn up in a server, I promise. Yeah, it's the noise gate and NVIDIA broadcast. So which server do we want to launch first, chat? Because we had some questions about two different types of servers. We can either launch the 24/7 server, or we can launch a stream-only server. It's up to you guys. If it's a stream-only server, what that means is the server will be turned off when I'm not on. And to set expectations, that will possibly suck for those of you that want to carry on playing if we switch games, because we'll be turning it off. Yeah, NVIDIA broadcasts NVIDIA's, which does a pretty excellent job in general when it is working and things are moving in the right direction. My car goes really well when the wheels are attached. Yeah, the only problem is it seems to crash out every now and again, Jam, for completely unknown reasons. It must just be my peasant class 4090 that... Oh, hang on. I'm not salty at all. Right. I'll be honest, chat. I'm a little thrown by how little I enjoy Space Marine. Right. Being a peasant is more of a state of mind. Oh, thank you. I'll always be a serf to you, sir, right? Okay, it looks like everything's there. So, we'll be changing over the streams in just a few moments. I'm going to need to do the work for that. That is going to take a few minutes to sort out. James says, "Oh, Dennis, there's some lovely filth down here." Strange women lying in ponds distributing swords is hardly the basis for a stable form of governance. Right. Let's get ourselves back into YouTube and sort that out. Wow. Genuinely took me longer to render the trailer for that than play. I'm so disappointed. You are defunct. For the foreseeable future. That's fair enough, sir. Well, it's disappointed because I always enjoy sitting watching your stream, sir. You got the mead and did a runner. Totally reasonable, sir. Just so you know, chat, I'm not just sitting here in the doing nothing. I am doing some server setting changes at the moment. And setting up. Did we get a call on whether we want to launch a 24/7 one now, or whether we just want to launch the stream time only one? Because we're going to have two. Because there'll be letters if there's not. Do the stream one, the community one can come later. Okay.
Fresh coffee made by Morphe. Message: did you have your mug there?
So it's as long as I ran to put an appropriate mug under there. How goes the Sponge? Are you down for the night ops a little bit, Sponge? Sorry, I'm just getting the satisfactory server ready. Did you see that Grey Zone night ops have launched while I've been away? And do you fancy some later? Or at some point? Yeah, another day's no problem at all, sir. Right. We're getting somewhere, chat. Right, okay. Finally, we are ready to get ourselves up and running. It's going to take just a few seconds. We're going to grab and change over on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, you can stay exactly where you are. I'll be back in just a few moments for those that are on YouTube. There'll be a link going into chat in just a moment.